Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Lynx against the Seattle Storm. From gorgeous Seattle, Washington, I'm Blake Suniga. Rounding out the broadcast team are Tim Swartz and Brian Banapatemi. We're glad to have you with us. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Now here's Diggins-Smith. Here's Brown. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Showing she is more than just a shooter. Lexi Brown takes it inside for two.
Now here's Ball Queen, guarded by Diggins-Smith. Lets it go from the wing. Make buckets with the bucket.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Now here's Diggins-Smith, defended by Ball Queen. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by McBuckets. Out on her own on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once she came up with the steal, she went straight on the attack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, guys. Go hard to the bucket. Don't let them get set up on defense.
Now Diggins-Smith. Ogumake outside. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Back to Diggins-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Ogumake. The Storm rebound. And that one's good. Horston.
That's a great play on the glass, and for her, it's what really we expect from her. All her second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Again, Minnesota. Here's Diggins-Smith. Well, when you talk about the greatest organizations in this league, Seattle has a strong argument.
Well, they've got 4 titles, which is tied for the most all time. And since their first title back in 2004, they've only missed the playoffs 3 times in 20 years.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lexi Brown on the wing, defended by Mrs. Incredible. And the basket by Brown.
A confident shooter from deep. When Brown finds just a little space in the perimeter, she wastes no time firing away.
Now here's Ball Queen. Pass to Walker. This is Incredible. Three-pointer. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're shooting 80% so far. Obviously, it's early, but offensively, they're looking great.
Screen by McBagor. Down low. Here's Ogumake. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Such a fierce competitor. Ogumake wasn't going to let a little contact prevent her from scoring.
And with how great she's been for over a decade now, it kind of feels like Nneka Ogumake is underrated.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, she's finished top 10 in MVP voting the last 2 years, is basically the textbook stretch big, and Nneka's done incredible work off the floor with the Players Association.
And the free throw, no good. And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Napheesa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games in the Lynx. They missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took her game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection.
Now here's Brown. He has 5. And stolen by Walker. And a 3-on-3 fast break. The shot by McBuckets, no good. Seattle trailing here. Lexi Brown on the wing. Outside, Diggin Smith. Pass to Agumake. Now here's Horston. Not a lot of room. 3 on the clock. Diggin Smith. He's covered by McBuckets.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Hits it from 3-point range.
You know, some players you can give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Diggin Smith. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Agumake. Over Walker. Shot's good by Agumake.
You have to respect the outside game from Agumake. She's not just a post player.
Mrs. Incredible with it. McBuckets with it. And she's going for the alley-oop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks just lost out there.
Get them a map, a GPS, a smartphone. Get them something.
Yeah, this is threatening to truly get ugly.
Now here's Diggin Smith. Agumake outside. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Walker. The finish. Finishes the break with the slam.
Punches it down with fury.
And rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Yeah, they're not going to like that.
They're not backing off at all, are they?
And here is Diggin Smith. Agumake outside. Brown up top. Pass to Magbagor. Up top, Diggin Smith. Jacks up a 3. This is Incredible with the rebound. The Lynx leading. Here's McBuckets. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now Diggin Smith. To the middle. Here's Agumake. Off target with the jump hook. From deep. Horston with the rebound. And it's the Storm with the ball. Agumake, guarded by Walker. Pass to Brown. Magbagor. Agumake inside, guarded by Walker. That ball is in the basket. He's now shot 6 and made 3. Here's Mrs. Incredible. She's got 5. The 3. Walker's shot is good.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
Now here's Diggin Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Agumake outside. Just 5 to shoot. And a basket by Brown.
You just can't let Brown get her feet set. Shoot comfortably off the pass. She will bury those all night.
So the Lynx now, leading by 5. Ball queen up top, guarded by Diggin Smith. Count it.
That's a nice drive there. She beat the lone defender and was wide open under the bucket.
Brown with it. 8 points for her. Pass to Magbagor. Agumake. She's covered by Agumake. Here's Walker. Ezzy Magbagor. Nice defense. Now here's Brown. She's covered by McBuckets. Now Agumake. Outside, Diggin Smith. Here's Horston. To the inside. Brown. Banked in off the glass.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams playing downhill, but somebody's got to cool off eventually, right, Tim?
I hope not.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She has 5 for 3. Doesn't go for her.
Great rebound there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far. Let's see if they can change that.
Yeah, a little disparity there in the rebounding numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. We'll see if it evens out.
Bangs home the trifecta.
6 shots, only 1 miss. Looks like she's brought her A game tonight.
Now here's Ogumake. 6 points for her. Ogumake sets the screen. Magbagor. Ball queen with the rebound. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Walker with it. Ogumake's there. And she gets the bucket.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Seattle with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Magbagor. Now Ogumake. And stolen by Walker. And now the Lynx fast break. Launches the 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Now here's Brown. She's got 10. Ogumake right side. And again, unable to change momentum here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Diggins Smith with it. Defended by Ball Queen. And here is Diggins Smith. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Horston. Diggins Smith. Defended by Ball Queen. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Lynx ahead, leading by 14. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And for the Lynx, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They've come out so strong. Tremendous offense.
Very much in control and shooting very well.
Now the Lynx with it. McBride outside. Pass to Walker. No good on the 3. Now here's Williams. McBride covering. Outside Wheeler. To the paint. And stolen by Walker. And now the Lynx fast break. Here's Queen. Nails the corner 3.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
One thing about Nafisa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
Clock at 4. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Lynx. To the wing on the left. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier picking up the assist.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Now Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by McBride. 2 on none, no one back to stop it.
Understanding defense is better than most. McBride's a playmaker with an advanced feel for the game.
Here's Wheeler. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Hahn inside, clock at 6. That one goes, count it.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
Minnesota dominating the game. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Queen, guarded by Wheeler. Pass to Walker. And the Lynx, another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. On a screen. Outside Williams. Pass to Hahn. Shot clock at 6. Buries the long-range jumper.
Now that is how you space the floor. Hanju understands the value of long-range shooting.
Minnesota dominating the game. And the start of a new WNBA season is something we all look forward to, guys.
Yeah, even though we're in the beginning stages of this new season, I really like what I'm seeing so far from some of these teams.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It'll be interesting to see if the teams that have gotten off to hot starts, can they maintain that? She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
And it's Queen with the foul. That's her first foul. And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and, man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of all time. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
Vivians misses.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Queen, shot is good.
Yet another 3 for her. She's really been draining them here in the second.
Seattle with the ball. Williams with it. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Magbegor. Misses Incredible with the steal. And the Lynx pushing it up now.
You just knew she was going to win that race.
Boy, gotta love that early offense. Super job on the break.
Now here's Vivians. Outside Williams. Covered by Collier. Outside Vivians. It's stolen by Queen. The three is up. Tipped away. Outside Williams. And Mrs. Incredible picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for her.
Well, another foul will give her 3 before the half. That's something to keep an eye on.
Lynx on D. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Outside Williams. To end the run! Ball Queen with the rebound. Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, WNBA. We're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And the basket is good.
So fast and agile, guys. I mean, went right to the defense and took it right to the rack.
And here's Vivians. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Williams. Got a piece of it. Mrs. Incredible with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Uses both hands to slam it down.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam on the other end.
It really was a case of great defense triggering some instant offense.
And she sure is causing some havoc out there.
Now here's Vivians. Unhindered going all the way. Here's Walker. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Williams. Pass to Ogumake. Williams. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the drought. Rebound by the Lynx.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Now Vivians. Pass to Ogumake. And here's Williams. Vivians up top. Ogumake, guarded by Walker. Vivians with the ball. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, that's an assertive 3 ball by Vivians. She really commits to her shot selection from beyond the arc.
There's the lob to the hoop. Here's Seattle. To the paint. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Check out Vivians using her strength to get the score.
So the Lynx now. Here's Ball Queen. 6 points for her. Got it for her 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, There's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
For 3, Neko Ogumake. Ball queen with the rebound. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Collier. Pass to miss is incredible. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That gets her going here in the second quarter after hitting 2 from long range in the first.
And it's the Storm with the ball. Outside Williams. Ogumake with the ball. Guarded by Walker. Now here's Magbagor. To the inside. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Storm will get the ball again.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Diggins Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, Diggins Smith gets set up to shoot there. On the receiving end of a pass for once. Love the confidence she has in her shot.
And here are the Lynx now. Pick by misses incredible. Nafisa Collier for 3. It's rebounded by Seattle. Here's Brown. Back to Diggins Smith. Over Ball Queen. And it's Seattle scoring again.
Effectively scans the defense. Diggins Smith puts her high basketball IQ to good use.
Pick by misses incredible. Pass to misses incredible. Now here's Ball Queen. Guarded by Diggins Smith. Bucket is good.
Assist from number 3.
Brown with it. She's got 10. Now Horston. Diggins Smith. Horston with it. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Clock at 6. Tries it from 16. That misses off the backboard. From deep 3-point range, Magbagor grabs the miss. Now here's Brown. Back to Ogumake. Here's Magbagor. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lynx ahead, running away with this one. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Walker, and she's been playing really well.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Here's Minnesota. Pass to McBuckets. And here's ball queen. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Pass to Agumake. Now Diggins Smith, defended by ball queen. There's the triple. Diggins Smith, no good.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards. The pass there floated up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around with the finish. She powers it down.
That's an alley-oop we'll be seeing on the highlights for a few days. You know what? Scratch that. A few weeks. You know what? Scratch that. A few months.
Now here's Agumake. She has 6. Outside Diggins Smith. Puts one up from 19. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession. Over a minute and a half into this third quarter action. Magbegor. Here's Brown. It's good. And the assist that time from Ezzie Magbegor.
No question, Lexi Brown has found her rhythm in this one. The buckets just keep on coming.
And here's Walker. She's got 22. The shot. Can't connect from long distance. Pass to Diggins Smith. Ogumake outside. Poked away. And now the Lynx fast break. Walker with it. And Diggins Smith picks her up defensively. Walker's shot is good.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Here's Seattle. Horston with it. Ogumake outside. Outside Diggins Smith. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, Diggins Smith won't hit every 3, but she'll hit some big ones. That one felt personal.
And last year, the Storm missed the playoffs for the first time since 2015.
Yeah, well, it's tough when you lose arguably the best player in the league, as Breanna Stewart went to New York in free agency. So Seattle was just looking for an identity last year.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way you expect her to miss that shot.
Forced in the screen. Pass to Diggins Smith. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
To the right side. Now here's ball queen. Guarded by Diggins Smith. Now here's Walker. Here's Mrs. Incredible. No good from outside. Got the defender off her feet with the pump fake, but just couldn't knock it down. Pass to Diggins Smith. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's ball queen. They get it again. It falls for her 7th bucket of the contest. She's 7 for 9 today.
When it comes to the transition game, they are just miles ahead. Big difference maker for them in this one.
Fast break offense is high percentage, and in this game, you always look for easy buckets.
And here's Agumake, defended by Mrs. Incredible. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And it's Agumake missing.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Seattle foul. Nneka Ogumake. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Number 28, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And in 2023, Minnesota finished as the 6th seed with a record of 19-21.
Well, Minnesota missed the playoffs in 2022, which ended their 11-year postseason streak. But they regrouped, and in 2023, they took the Sun the full 3 games in the first round, almost pulling off the huge upset. But what was most important was getting back to the postseason.
Now here's Brown. She's got 12. Diggins Smith, defended by Ball Queen. Pass to Agumake. Brown. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Storm missing. Now McBuckets. Here's Mrs. Incredible. She's covered by Brown. Here's Ball Queen. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Now here's Agumake. She has 6. Pass to Diggins Smith. Now here's Brown, defended by Mrs. Incredible, and they're running.
Great job taking advantage of the steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Just how you draw it up. Great defensive work and aggressive play in the open court.
A defense leading to offense.
Here's Brown. Back to Diggins Smith. Screen by Magbagor. Now here's Diggins Smith. D right on her. Offensive board. A nice shot by Magbagor.
Playing with enthusiasm. Ezzy Magbagor. Big second chance bucket.
Here's Minnesota. Now Ball Queen. She's got 17. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Now here's Magbagor. Ogumake. And they pick up 2.
Nice awareness there by Magbagor, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
Here's Walker. For 3. No basket there. Miss number 4 of her 14 field goal attempts. Ogumake outside. Pass to Brown. Outside, Diggins Smith. Drills the 3-pointer.
She's finally getting the feel for the deep ball. Her second 3 of the half right there.
Now here's Ball Queen, guarded by Diggins Smith. And here's Walker. Ball Queen with the ball. She's got 19. Clock at 6. This Incredible can't get it to go.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here are the Storm now. Down low. Here's Horston. Ball Queen with the rebound. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Good on the triple.
And it looks like she still has some of the shooting touch that she did in the first.
Now here's Diggins Smith. She's got 11. Doesn't go that time. And here's Ball Queen. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
Here's Seattle. Ogumake outside. Brown sets a screen. Ogumake left side. And stolen by Walker. Throws it up high.
He's a very strong finisher on the fast break.
And always in control, even at full speed like that.
So impressive.
Now here's Brown. She's covered closely. Diggin Smith, defended by Ball Queen. Pass to Ogumake. Horston. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Ogumake. Good work there as it goes.
They're not using the three-point shot very much. They may want to think about stretching the defense a bit, like they did in the first half.
So the Lynx now. Now Ball Queen. She's got 19. Fires high post. And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Look how quick she was to bite on that pump fake. Left her feet way too soon.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lynx ahead, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Here's Wheeler. And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
McBride misses. And it's the Storm with the ball. Pass to Wheeler. Beyond the arc. And Collier pulls it down. Here's Minnesota. Here's Smith. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
First team foul.
Anshu picks up a foul.
The prototypical big for today's game. Smith can beat you inside and outside.
And she knocks down the first one. And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. And just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing 3rd in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
And so she hits both. And one thing we can all agree on, we are fired up for the WNBA to come to the Bay Area in 2025.
100%. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. It's something I've always wanted, a WNBA team here in the Bay. Everybody has always wanted that.
And it's going to be a party at Chase Center. I can't wait to see this team get to action, and I know I'll be there opening day.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well. Well, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, So I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
Now here's Williams. And she makes that one.
Yeah, honestly, she's been a little passive today, but maybe that'll get her going. For them to be successful, she needs to be a little bit more selfish.
Williams with it, covered by Vivians. Williams inside. No good with the layup.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Victoria Vivians for three. No good that time. Pass to Collier. Oh, terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
How about that shot going in for Collier? Looked like the contact might disrupt her. Guess it didn't.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Williams with it. On a screen. To the middle. 6 to shoot. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. And she'll go to the line.
At the line for Seattle, Han Chu. Shooting one.
One shot.
More than just really tall, almost 7 feet. Hanshu is super skilled, can hit threes, and obviously just a menace defensively.
Now here is Queen. Up top, Williams. McBride. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Seattle. Outside Wheeler. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's turnover number 5 for her in the game. And you know what? That's too high of a number for any one player.
Here's Queen. Williams, covered by Vivians. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Smith inside, on her. Ogumake with the ball. Outside Williams. They get it back. On. Count the basket.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Right outside. Queen. Back to McBride. From past the arc. On grabs the miss. And it's the Storm with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Ogumake, that's good.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Right outside. Pass to Queen. The 3 ball. That falls. Great assist by Kayla McBride.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Now here's Vivians. And can't cash in from close range. Collier with it. Guarded now by Wheeler. Collier gets the bucket.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Vivians, she's guarded by Williams. Pass to Hahn. Down low. Here's Vivians. Makes it off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Williams. Oh, there's the alley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, Tim. An exquisite pass to set up the alley-oop dunk.
Some eye candy for the fans.
Yeah, there are assists, guys, and then there are assists.
Wheeler with it. Queen covering. Pass to Hahn. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. And she drops it in from the low post. Now here is Queen. Launches it. Score that one for her 8th field goal. 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate night.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot today.
The defense unable to stop them even when they've gotten a hand up. It hasn't seemed to matter.
Now here's Wheeler. Back to Williams. The 3. It's hauled in by Smith. Here's Minnesota. Pass to McBride. Queen with the ball. Guarded by Wheeler. Now Queen. Releases. Ogumake with the rebound. Right side, Wheeler. Now Hahn. Covered by Smith.
And this team encourages Shu to look for her shot because that leads to defenders fouling her with her size.
Second team foul. At the line for Seattle, Han Chu. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Nafisa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college, so she was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Ogumake. Picked by Ogumake. Now here's Diggins Smith. Clock at 6. Pulls up from the top of the key. Good as that jump shot falls.
Well, with the commanding presence, a good motor, and a high level of activity, Diggins Smith is truly one of a kind.
Pass to Queen. Collier. On Shu with some nice defense. Lexi Brown on the wing. She's guarded by Williams. Outside, Diggins Smith. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line.
With great balance and body control, Diggins Smith isn't easy to defend. She really makes defenders work on that end of the floor.
The first one falls.
Yeah, born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, it was cool to see Diggins Smith stay in state to play collegiate basketball.
Both good at the line. And here's McBride. Outside Williams. McBride. Pass to Queen. And here's Collier. From downtown, Brown grabs the board. Magmagor with the ball. Screen by Magmagor. Now here's Diggins Smith. Queen covering. And stolen by Collier. Pass to Queen. McBride. And here's Queen. Guarded by Diggins Smith. Now Queen. Takes the three. And it's hauled in by Magmagor. Brown with it. Outside Diggins Smith. Shot clock at 6. Forced in the screen. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range.
That's a true point guard going to work right there. I mean, Diggins Smith frequently gives her team the best opportunity to score.
Smith, defended by Magmagor. Collier up top. Shot to end the cold run. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Second team foul.
I like Collier's ability to capitalize on a defender's mistakes. If you're not disciplined, she'll make you pay.
Shooting 2.
She's off on the first. And she's good on the second. Now Brown. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.